its communities, and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Diamond stud earrings are the Christmas gift that shines brighter than the tree.
If she already has a pair of natural diamond studs from Kessler's, bring them in and we'll give you 100% of the price you pay.
When you trade them in on a larger pair of diamond stud earrings.
That's been our policy for more than 30 years.
We have diamond studs from $198 up to $40,000.
And we have 0% financing for 18 months with approved credit.
And 0% is a really low interest rate.
Some people say that 0% is the very best interest rate.
Diamond studs always fit perfectly.
They never go out of style.
And you can wear them with anything.
If you want to trade in her old natural diamond studs from Kessler's on some bigger diamond studs from Kessler's,
go ahead and pick up her new ones today.
And you can bring in the old ones after the holidays.
Come to Kessler's.
Bigger is better. And blue diamonds are you diamonds.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you. With 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Interchange. Once you get past Mitchell Boulevard, you're good to go. On the northbound side of 41, we're slowing down from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh, and that's pretty much it. Road conditions are not too horribly bad. However, on some of those bridges, overpasses, and side roads, just want to be extra careful. You never know where you're going to run into some of that black ice. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Flurries early, mostly sunny, windy, and chilly, a high of 21. Tonight, cloudy, rising temperatures with a low of 18. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showdown. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
This week has just been full of so many different things in the sports world where it's almost been distracting. Like, obviously, we know Packers-Bears is happening tomorrow. You should listen to Green Bay Game Day, Green Bay Game Night, before and after the game right here on 94.5 ESPN. But between, like, the Micah Parsons injury, some of the Giannis stuff that happened yesterday, the Bears threatening to move to Northwest Indiana, like, there have been enough little stories to kind of distract. Like, this is a giant game, Chew. Like, this is a huge game. Because whoever wins this game likely is going to win the NFC North and have a top seed and have home games in the postseason. It's not quite as big, as much on the line as what we saw last night on Thursday Night Football. Top seed on the line, just because it's the difference between that top seed and the 5 seed, as we saw last year with Minnesota and Detroit, is just such a difference. But this is almost for the 2 seed. It's right there. It's almost right behind that game last night in terms of importance. And I'm just curious because we've made so many parallels to you guys in 1995 over the last couple of weeks because you guys played the Buccaneers twice in 3 games. You ended up losing Reggie White, or at least you thought you lost Reggie White for a brief moment in time before he had his hamstring miraculously recover. But you guys had to win your last 2 games after you lost to Tampa Bay. You had to win against New Orleans. You had to win against Pittsburgh. Now, fortunately for you guys, that last game was at home. The Saints game was on the road. But you had to win those last 2 in order to win the first division title of your era, the first division title in forever for the Packers. And I kind of feel like this team's in a similar spot, right? The next logical step for this team is to win the division. I know it's not something we celebrate all that often here in Wisconsin because the Packers' expectations are higher, Chew. But for this core, That's the next step. They've made the playoffs. Now they have to win the division. Like, what do you remember about going into those last couple of games, knowing they're must win, knowing what was on the line in terms of winning division and how big of a deal that was in 95?
Nothing. It was 30 years ago. Now, I do remember. Hold on. Who did we play before Pittsburgh?
You played New Orleans.
Okay, we beat them. I do remember this. I remember Pittsburgh was good.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
They were really good.
I mean, Pittsburgh ended up going to the Super Bowl that year. They played the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And they were good. And we were, would you say, kind of lucky to win that game?
You were incredibly lucky to win that game. For those who are not familiar with this game, it ended up coming down the last game of the season for the Packers in 1995. Got to win the division. You know, you win the game, you win the division. You get a home game the next week. All those things. And Yancey, I mean, what was Yancey Thigpen? Was he a top 10 guy? Borderline.
Fringe.
Like he wasn't. He wasn't
9,
like
10,
a top
11,
5.
12.
Yeah, but he was one of the really good receivers in 1995. He was the top receiver for the Steelers.
I remember that as plain as day because this was it. This was really the last play of the game.
Yeah, it was.
And I remember Lenny McGill was covering him, right? And
I mean,
Yancey,
that's
Yancey
generous.
Thigpen,
That's generous to call whatever Lenny McGill was doing covering Yancey Thigpen.
So all it was a sluggo, you know. But Lenny McGill bit like there were 4 hooks on the thing. I mean, he might have even fell down. So if you can imagine wide open, times that by 10, and that was Yancey Thigpen.
So he had 85 catches for 1,300 yards that year.
Yeah, and it literally went, and I've been there, it went right through the picnic basket.
Just wide open in the end zone to win the game. And Yancey Thigpen dropped it in the end zone. You guys win 24-19.
And that was our first division title?
I think that honestly,
in a long time
for the Packers in forever. Yeah, it was the first. And I remember that is the last time I feel that anybody has really celebrated a division title in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was the first time in such a long time. And not that I don't want to diminish winning the division because of so many things that come with the division. It's just it's a stepping stone on the way to so many other things, right? Like Mike McCarthy would talk about it all the time of first thing you do, first goal that you have in a season, you want to win double-digit games. And once you get to that, you kind of take a look around, okay, where are we? And then in the next goal, you want to win the division. Then you want to have a high seed. And it's just, again, the Mike McCarthy thing of stacking successes. But the next logical step for this team is to win a division. And despite all of the injuries that have gone on, despite the ups and downs that they have had this season, Chew, they have that opportunity in front of them. Now, I think you will be pleased to know that the line has flipped. It is now Bears favored by 1.5.
Which is, why would it flip when Odunze and Burton are out? Because when I saw that, I'm like, all right, that's good for them. That pretty much tells you the Bears' game plan is going to be run and then run and then run a little more. Because what do they have? More?
DJ Moore.
Olamide Zaccheaus, Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet.
Yeah, they've got who's the other? He had a big play against Devin Duvernay. They also have Devin Duvernay.
It's going to be a lot of Colston Loveland and a lot of DJ Moore.
That's crazy how it flipped. Now, I could probably watch that Tampa Bay game, the one after we lost Reggie, we thought, for the entire year. And if you watch that game, Gabe, I guarantee that would be the definition of flat.
Yeah.
That's my concern.
So that affected, because that's the interesting thing to me. When I look at that from 95, you guys beat the Buccaneers 35-13. And the defense, without Reggie White, did the same thing in overtime, held them to 13 points. But you guys, as you like to say, I got my guy. You guys did not have your guy that day. The offense is the one that struggled without Reggie.
Yeah, which is weird. But that's all part of you feeling sorry for yourself. Because I don't know back then if we thought we knew we were a playoff team. We knew we were a pretty good team. We knew that the climb to get to the Super Bowl was going to be tough. But sometimes, Gabe, you just can't mentally get over it. Like I always talk about my Philadelphia game.
Yeah.
when it was the worst game I ever played. I think I had 2 drops or something like that. I cannot tell you why I came out the way I did. I have no idea. You know? Why does Steph Curry go 11 of 12 from 3-point range, and then the next game he goes 2 for 15? Why does a golfer go out and shoot 63, Gabe, and the next day he goes out and shoots a 72? Why? You just can't explain it, right?
I can't. I wish I had an explanation for you.
Well, it happens. It's the same way in football. It's just like, I don't think it happens as often because you can hide it a lot better in, not so much now, but I'm talking back in the day. There was no Pro Football Focus, or there was no grading system for players. It's like, if Marco Rivera played like crap, all right, the paper would write about it. Now
maybe the paper would write
everywhere.
About it.
Now it's everywhere. Grades and I know how they grade out percentage-wise.
And I know it's on the other side of the ball, but I guess I just have a faith in Matt LaFleur. Whenever he's down a guy, he seems like he's at his best.
Yeah.
And even if it's just a one-game boost, Chew, because, again, it is going to be an uphill climb to get to the Super Bowl without Micah Parsons because, Micah makes this team a top 5 defense, and without him and without Devontae Wyatt and potentially without Devin Williams, they're obviously more middle of the pack. But I'm just looking for that one-game boost. Like, whatever happens,
I know.
I just need that one-game boost out of LaFleur and Hafley to pull something out of the hat to come up with a great defensive game plan that is going to be able to help them maybe confuse the young quarterback just a little bit.
But just like I was talking earlier in the week about the Bears feeling of Micah Parsons, they kind of take a collective sigh.
Yep.
Like, oh, he's not in there. Thank God, it makes my job a lot easier. Now you could say the same thing about the Packers with Odunze and Burton going, whew, okay, this just got a lot easier. They're going to run the ball. They're going to try to run the ball down our throat.
Yeah.
I cannot believe the line moved that much.
Yeah, it's
so
basically
it moved 2.5. The Packers were
it moved to full 3 because the Packers were favored by 1.5, and then it'd go all the other way over to the Bears. It flipped 3 points.
So that is strictly to do with how many people are putting bets on certain teams.
There could have been some big money that was coming in on the Bears, and the odds makers decided to flip the lines. I'm guessing it's probably not that at Potawatomi. I haven't looked at that just because
Packers are plus 1.5
at Pato.
Yes.
Okay.
So why didn't they move their line? Because their betting wouldn't.
Yeah, it's leverage.
Okay.
And Wisconsin people are going to bet on the Packers more heavily. I know a few guys allegedly who might run their own books, and they clean up.
I got one of those.
They clean up on Packers-related bets because local people bet on their favorite team.
Yeah.
And it usually works in their favor unless it's like what was the Rodgers year where they scored 1 million points? 2012?
Yeah, 2011.
2011, yeah. When they're blowing everybody out, then it doesn't work. But people usually think more highly of their team.
Pato has it at Bears minus 1.5 as well.
Oh, they moved it, huh?
So that has also flipped.
Is the weather going to be bad?
No, I don't believe so. Again, right now it's Chew up here in Wisconsin. Yeah. Rude awakening. After a couple of days of more mild temperatures, walking out to going outside to a wind chill of 6 below this morning to walk my dog. My dog wanted nothing to do with it, by the way. So I've shown you the picture of, we don't even have a yard anymore, so I have to take my dog around. I just take him around the block. It was a record time for us getting around the block. My dog wanted nothing to do with being outside.
But is it going to get warm again?
It is. Yeah, so tomorrow here in Wisconsin, here in Milwaukee, it's a high of 39. Like, I can't imagine.
Probably warmer in Chicago. I don't know.
Yeah, or it's at least very similar.
I was woken up because of the wind. The house I live in was shaking.
Yeah.
I woke up and I was like, what is that? Is somebody breaking in? No, that's just the wind outside.
Did you chip away your ice?
Ice is all gone for the most part.
It is?
Yeah,
Wow.
I saw grass. There's grass in
There's a lot of grass
inside.
Nice.
There's a lot of grass. So, windy tomorrow morning, But by the time this thing kicks off, Chew, it's going to be 34 degrees, feels like 23, and the wind is going to be, still a chance for some high gusts, but 12 miles an hour with 28-mile-an-hour gusts.
Okay.
So
because I was thinking that sloppy field, bad weather, the Bears have a better rushing attack than the Packers. Maybe that would have flipped it, but it doesn't sound like that's really going to be too much of a factor at all. Huh.
No, and the other thing, I mean, Packers running. I'm confident with the Packers running the football, even though it's clear that Josh Jacobs is on the Chad Clifton plan.
Yeah,
he's not going to practice all week. I know he's questionable, but I would be shocked if he does. They've got 10 people at questionable, and I'm sure Jason's going to mention this because he hates questionable. Like, they've got 10 guys who are listed as questionable. Not all are questionable, right? Like, it's varying levels. But I feel like Jacobs is going to play, and the Bears are very bad at stopping the run. They allow 5 yards a pop.
But Zach Tom didn't practice yesterday.
No,
You anticipate he's going to be out?
I would say Tom's probably out.
And I think that's probably as much of a point mover as anything, just because of the downgrade and then the shuffling pieces.
Yeah.
Well, it's either going to be Kennard, who is also questionable, or they were also working Jordan Morgan out at right tackle.
Okay.
So again, typically for Packers offensive line, you get one guy going down. It is a shuffle. It seems like it's just we've got one or two guys we're going to plug out there. It's none of the other guys who are currently playing other positions.
Yeah. I'm more concerned about the defense. This game's all about the defense.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably going to morph into a shootout of some sort.
Yeah.
It may be like a mini shootout because if both these teams run the ball effectively, that's going to shorten the game. But it's still about, hey, how efficient can you be with your offensive possessions?
It's going to be a game of double keep away. We want to keep it away from you, and you're trying to keep it away from us. We're trying to just possess the ball, limit opportunity.
Well, it's going to come down to turnovers.
Yeah.
You know.
It's going to be a big part of the game, certainly.
I'm in for a shootout.
Yeah. Again, I don't think it's going to be...
Because if they want to go anywhere, they're going to have to... I mean, after watching some of that game last night, they're a click behind those teams. Would you agree?
I don't know if they're a click behind Seattle.
Seattle won, Gabe.
Yeah, it was the...
You have... Here's your problem.
Yeah.
Here's your problem in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And I try to control it, but I can't. Because when the Packers win a game and come in, you're giddy and you're this, and I got to bring you down a little bit. But you can't... An opponent that wins over the best team in the league, you give zero credit to. Just like you... If I was to hypnotize you, you're probably subconsciously saying the Bears stink, they're horrible, they're lucky, they're bad, they're this.
No, their defense is bad. Their defense, they are good at one thing, and you brought it up. Avoid those turnovers. Like, avoid the turnovers. You can move the ball on the Bears defense all day if you avoid those turnovers.
You're kind of a double cross. You know, would be the equivalent of a double cross. You can't.
Again, I watched that. I watched the majority of that game, and Sam Darnold was not very good for most of it. Like, in order to win that game last night, Chew, the Seahawks needed a punt return for a touchdown. They needed a missed field goal from the Rams, and they needed 3 2-point conversions.
You could say that for every team in the league. Every team.
No, like, the Rams were the first team in NFL history, Chew, to have 500 yards, no turnovers, and force 3 turnovers and lose. Like, it was a pretty fluky outcome that the Seahawks ended up winning that game. Now, look, I am very happy that they did, because the Rams is the 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah,
it's a little scary. Like, going into Los Angeles isn't scary, but that team itself is scary. But that team having to go on the road 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
that's a different story.
You just don't seem concerned about this game at all.
I just spent the last 17 minutes talking about how it's a big game.
Would you prefer him to pee his pants? How would you like him to show concern?
Yes, just short of peeing your pants. That's what I want to see. This is a big game.
I mean,
You're either the 7 seed or you're the 2 seed.
I know. I said that at the beginning. I don't know what you want from. I am wearing khakis today, so if I did pee my pants, I guess it would show more. Like, is that what you want? By the end of the show, I have to pee my pants and show it on the stream?
Maybe a little bit, maybe a drizzle.
not a full, not a full pants peeing, just a little one.
No, it's kind of what, and I consider myself an old people. Sometimes the shake don't get it out. And then you got to go to the hairdryer in the locker room before you even work out, and you know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? It's a little embarrassing. And yes, it has happened.
It was too specific, Chew, for it to not have happened. It's little too specific for you to be speaking in generalities there.
You took me there, pal.
Hey, you delivered on the dazzling detail that we are trained to provide when giving details of a story. Jason Wilde helps us break down Packers-Bears coming up next.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
All right, westbound 94 coming out of the stadium, interchange to 35th or to Mitchell Boulevard. Northbound on 41, we got backups between North Avenue and Burleigh. Everything else is actually looking great. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, flurries early, mostly sunny, windy, and chilly, a high of 21. Tonight, cloudy, rising temperatures with a low of 18. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Take a trip to Jackpot Land at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for a share of $300,000 each month and entries into December's Jackpot Land drawings, where another $300,000 in cash and prizes is waiting to be won. Plus, your drawings from September, October, and November all count as well. It is only at Potawatomi. More information is available online. Must be 21 years old and a rewards member to play.
Whether you're hitting the road for the holidays or heading up north to see family and friends, make Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan your first stop. Just across the Wisconsin border, Higher Love offers award-winning, organically grown products that you can trust, plus new incense, apparel, and holiday-ready gifts. Fuel your trip, stock up for the season, and don't forget to grab a photo with Sasquatch while you're here. Your perfect holiday stop is waiting at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
The holiday season is here, and the countdown to 2026 has begun at Lake Lawn Resort. With all the holiday stress happening these days, imagine waking up next to a cozy fire in your own private suite along the shoreline of Delavan Lake. Enjoy much-deserved pampering at the award-winning Caladora Spa and special holiday dining options throughout the resort all month long, including at the signature 1878 on the lake. Book your holiday escape today, and don't forget to purchase those last-minute gift cards and receive free bonus money at Lake Lawn Resort, where the spirit of the season comes to life and everything is truly better at the lake.
Hey, Wisconsin, it's football season, and that means it's time to break out the Bandito. With El Bandito Yankee, the official tequila of game day. 100% Blue Weber agave, all natural and so smooth it's criminal. Try the award-winning Blanco, Reposado, and Yeho, and the new high-proof Plata 47. Ask for El Bandito Yankee at your favorite bar or restaurant, and buy it today at Woodman's and Festival Foods. And for tailgates, recipes, and more places for purchase, go to elbanditoyankee.com.
Retail stores may be easy to shop at, but nothing beats a gift that lasts. Give the gift of basketball with Precision Sports Services. Get 10% off any basketball hoop and installation package now through the end of the year. Premium products, professional in-house installation. Visit Precision Sports Services and make your holidays a slam dunk.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
Ready, down, put. All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that This guy's on the field. He changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde is brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Century Foods. Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
He is our friend. He is our teammate. He is Jason Wilde. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Doing well. 10 guys on the injury report listed as questionable, Jason. That seems like a lot, especially considering like both Josh Jacobs and Zach Tom are listed as questionable, but I feel one is actually going to play and the other is not.
I would agree with that assessment. I thought you had more. So.
No, I did not have more.
Okay. Yeah, look, as we talked about yesterday, I mean, I think the four primary people that we're concerned about or unsure about are Jacobs, Watson, Tom, and Williams. And Williams, I don't think is playing. And Zach Tom, based on my conversation with him yesterday, I was certainly not encouraged about his chances. If I wake up and it feels like it feels now, I'm not playing, that's not good. That's not what we're looking for. I think Jacobs is going to play, and I think Watson is going to play. Now, the rest of those guys, Colin Oliver is questionable. Brenton Cox is questionable. So there are some guys on there that they're questionable. They also need to be on the roster before they're even eligible to go from questionable to actually playing.
Like Agabari's questionable, but it's with an illness, so I guess I feel better about him playing.
Yeah, that's fair, although there's certainly been guys that have missed games with illnesses, including Romeo Dobbs when Watson then played in the finale last year and blew out his knee. So, but yeah, Enigbare, it's amazing. It's like you can read my mind. I was working my way towards saying the guy that I'm a little worried about is Enigbare, because here's the guy that we've been touting all week as, hey, this guy's going to get more opportunities. I think you can make a very strong case that he is, at least over the last 7 weeks, outplayed Rashawn Gary, and now he's on there with an illness. And so that is a concern. There's no two ways about it. Hopefully, if you're a Packers fan, he's feeling better today and feels even better tomorrow.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they added, and again, I could be wrong and I could be misremembering this, Jason, but I thought that Romeo got added to the injury report with an illness on Saturday last year, and that's why he ultimately did not play in that game on Sunday.
Yep, I think you're right.
I feel again, he could still miss the game with the illness, but having the illness Friday and being able to have, having the illness Thursday and having all day today to get the IV, the treatment, everything, makes me feel better about him potentially playing tomorrow night.
Yeah, when did they add Emmanuel Wilson last week? Because he had an illness too. I can't remember if that was they played on Sunday, so I can't remember if that was Thursday or Friday, but he ended up playing. Now, he didn't play a ton, right? And it makes you wonder if he was in some way weakened, which again, if you've got
part of it,
Josh Jacobs on the injury report, and the sneaky one that we haven't talked about is Chris Brooks, who basically you've got two running backs on the injury report just like you did last week, but with Brooks it's a chest injury. And Josh Jacobs said at one point this week one of the reasons he kept playing even though the knee was really starting to bother him was because they didn't have Chris Brooks because he was out with the chest injury and he didn't want to have to force them to send him back out there. So look, it's not ideal, but if I'm a Bears fan listening to this show, first of all, I'm wondering, why am I not listening to ESPN Chicago? And then secondly,
Captain Jay,
I'm saying, hey,
do a great job down there.
We're missing Rome Odunze, and Luther Woody Woodpecker Burden, who's an instigator, which, by the way, how great is that Keyshawn Nixon, who said very clearly that he shouldn't have retaliated, but it was Burden that was the problem. He gets fined and Keyshawn Nixon doesn't. I thought that was at least ball don't lie 6 days later.
Well, Jason, we were just talking about the line, and the line earlier in the week was Green Bay -1.5, and then yesterday we find out Odunze and Burden aren't going to play, and now the Bears are -1.5. I know theoretically why the line changes, but why would people now all of a sudden, with their two receivers out, flip the line to Chicago -1.5?
So and again, this is definitely not my area of expertise, but I was under the impression that sports books moved lines either because too much money was coming in one way or the other, or on the flip side, not enough money was coming in on a certain team, right? And they want to make it more appealing for you to bet for that team instead. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it either. Let's be honest. I was surprised that the Packers were favored to begin with on the road.
Yes,
right?
I was too. Yes.
I understand that they won the first matchup, but it was, it came down to the end. Again, those guys know a lot more about setting lines
Gabe
than I
doesn't
do.
think it matters. He has no respect for the Bears. Gabe just feels great. He thinks this is going to be a blowout. And I'm like, how can you say that, Gabe?
I mean, I didn't say it.
Gabe's never said those words.
I didn't say it, so that's how I could never say that, Jason. I feel similarly about this game because, again, the Bears' defense hasn't changed. You avoid turnovers, you can move the ball against the Bears. And them not having their top two pass catchers makes me think they're going to run the ball more, which, again, the Packers have struggled against this year. I think it's going to be a shootout, or at least a mini version of a shootout, because there could be limited possessions because both of these teams, I think, are going to ultimately want to run the football tomorrow.
So you got to read between the lines here. It's between the lines I'm getting to.
What am I saying between the lines?
I told you I wanted to see a little couple drops of a zizzle to see that you're a little nervous about this game. Because I am, Jason. Do you have a feel at all?
I do. First of all, did you say the Packers have struggled against the run?
The Packers, yes, they have struggled against the run. They've struggled to stop the run, yes.
Do you think? Would you agree, Gabe Knight, nationally syndicated radio host? Would you agree that struggled is maybe a little strong?
They're
28th in the league against the run.
But they're 23rd in yards per attempt.
Okay. Have they fallen that far on yards per attempt?
Hold on.
Is that right?
Hold on. Let me re-pull this back up here.
I'm trying to play the role of Luther Burden.
Excuse me. No, they are. So the Packers are 8th in the league in rushing. No, they are now 4th in yards per attempt. That has dripped. They have improved in that area. But part again, it goes back to Jason. Part of the way the teams want to attack the Packers is they clearly see that as a weakness. Teams want to run the ball against Green Bay, and they've had success. Like that's been part of the game plan to beat Green Bay this year.
And there have I would certainly give you that there have been games in which they have undeniably struggled to stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you look at the first Bears meeting though? And the reason I'm nitpicking on this is not to be a jerk, although it's kind of fun to be that guy once in a while. But rather, it's because when I look at what happened in the first meeting, like the Bears coming off a 281-yard rushing game, finished with 138 yards, but it requires 32 attempts to get there. And their longest run was 9 yards. They did not have an explosive run. Now,
but part of the problem in that game, especially in the second half, Jason, was yes, they didn't have an explosive run, and the Packers have been really good at avoiding the explosive runs. The problem is they didn't really have a lot of big stops. So if the Bears ran the ball for 4 yards on first down,
agree.
And then they ran the ball for 4 yards on second down, now they're in 3rd and 2. And that's why the Bears had the ball for seemingly the entire second half and were able to come back the last time that these two teams played. Because, yes, the Packers have done a good job of limiting the explosives, but I feel like offensive coordinators a lot of times love just, when we're getting 4 yards a carry, we're getting 4 yards a carry. And that's putting them in great down and distances. They're staying ahead of the sticks, if you will.
Was that a variation on the old Paul Ott Caruth line? If you need 2 yards, he'll get you 2 yards, and if you need 4 yards, he'll get you 2 yards.
Yep.
Is that what that was? You did there?
Yeah, except this was better because they were getting 4 yards every time they ran the ball.
So, except for when Kingsley and Egbare knocked that guy in the next week on the third down play,
and that led to the interception then at the end of the game.
Yeah, and so I definitely, that part of it I totally agree with. And look, you got to get a third down stop to stop hemorrhaging the yardage, because you're right. The second half, the Packers offense went 3 and out, quick touchdown to Watson, 3 and out. Now, maybe that might have factored into their inability to get a stop on third down because they were dog-tired. Because, look, let's also be honest, they still look like a very tired defense on the final drive until Enigbare's play and until the interception by Keyshawn Nixon. So, undeniably, you are 1,000% right. They have got to get off the field. And, in fact, that was something that the guys were talking about during the week because they were exhausted. Now, I would push back a little bit and say, I understand you're exhausted. You got to get off the field. That's your job. The offense could have helped you out. You don't have to have touchdowns on all 3 of those drives, but get a first down on the other 2, and maybe they've got enough energy to get a third down stop, right? So, look, I still think the Packers are the better team. And I wouldn't say necessarily by a wide margin, but a meaningful margin. And I still think they should go in there and win this game. And if they don't, I will be surprised.
Am I oversimplifying to say you think it comes down to whoever wins the turnover battle?
I don't think that's oversimplifying at all. And I think, look, Jordan Love deserves all kinds of credit, which I have and many others have given him, for the way he responded to throwing that pick against the Bears. You just don't have the margin for error to do that, right? That was awesome that he did that. If you're a Packers fan, kudos to him. On the flip side of it, that's the kind of throw that, look, the Bears are a good defense. They're great at taking the ball away. Al Harris has done a great job of getting guys to be ball hawks. But they also are, you know what else the Bears are really good at? Having the ball thrown directly to them and them not dropping it.
Which is a skill.
You can't have those.
Which is a skill. Because how many times have we seen the last, not even just all season, Jason, but the last couple of weeks where the Packers have had those opportunities and they have not made those plays?
The first thing Adam Stenovich said when we asked him about, that they're still one of the best teams in the league, the best team in the league, with interceptions and taking the ball away. And I think it was Bill Huber from Sports Illustrated who asked him why. And he said, because they don't drop opportunities. And that's exactly true. And so, yeah, Jordan Love can't do that. They cannot afford to turn the ball over. Jordan Love's been great this year about not turning the ball over until the last couple of weeks, right? He's got, doesn't he have 3 in the last 2 games? Is that right?
Yes.
And obviously, not all interceptions are created equal. The one against the Bears is bad decision, bad throw, etc. I still think the deep ball was a whale of a play by Patrick Surtain.
He might be the only one who can make that play in the league.
Yep. And then the other one is, the other one's really on Jordan. And again, this is what happens when there's a catastrophic injury to a star player. A lot of the other stuff about the game kind of doesn't get glossed over, but we don't spend nearly as much time talking about it because there's only so much airtime. And the fact of the matter is they were, yes, awful, debilitating, emotionally devastating to lose your star edge rusher who knew from the moment he grabbed his knee that he'd torn his ACL, right? We all agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we spent all our time on that, but they lost the game by 8. you saw last night a team win a game with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Like, they were in position for multiple drives after the injuries to Watson and to Micah Parsons, where the game was still there for them to win now, or at least tie. And so, do I think that they were rattled by the injuries? Absolutely. Did those guys' absences impact whether or not they could win the game? For sure. But the game was still there, and they can't, if they get into another game like that tomorrow night, they cannot make those types of mistakes, because that was a difficult but winnable game. This, to me, is a very winnable game, and they should expect to win and play like it.
Jason, with Micah Parsons out for the season, will they have another player voted to the Pro Bowl? Not an alternate, a player voted.
The player vote is always a little important. Is always important, no doubt about it. And I feel like the fan vote, the NFL does a great job of promoting the voting for that, right? My Twitter timeline is filled with it. But look, I think it's going to be very difficult, but who are the running backs that are undeniably better than Jacobs statistically? Because you know this from voting. Like, if you were to vote, if you played against the Packers, you would probably vote for Josh Jacobs. If you didn't, and you're just looking at the stat line, you're not going to vote for him. Fair?
Yes.
I mean, I would assume Jordan.
So
I'm assuming Jordan gets in.
Yeah. Oh, or who? Then?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, Stafford's the starter. Who's the second? Who's
Love?
the second guy?
Love's third in MVP odds right now. Chew. Like he's and that's in the entire league.
Last game.
Yeah.
Hurts, no.
Yeah.
Dak,
no.
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 I thought the.
Oh, who cares about the Pro Bowl? Jeez.
Chewy does. Chewy does.
Yeah.
That's because he's a dinosaur.
It's not that I care about the Pro Bowl. I care about the sanctity of the vote. So if you're a seventh alternate, it should not count as a Pro Bowl appearance. It's a joke. If you look, I'm sure Robert Griffin, who's horrible, was in the Pro Bowl. Am I right or wrong? Probably right.
You're right. Yeah.
You mean the year he won Rookie of the Year?
I'm not counting that year. I'm just saying.
All right.
Have you had enough, Jason?
I just heard the phrase sanctity of the vote when it comes to the Pro Bowl. I gotta go.
For the first time ever,
Bye.
Jason leaving the show on his own accord. Thank you, Chew.
Love it.
Our conversations with Jason Wilde brought to you by Lakeland Supply. They're a business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Things are slowing down just a little bit coming out of the stadium interchange on westbound 94. Starts to slow down just past 35th Street all the way to Holly Road. The eastbound side, we got backups from about 76th Street to Holly Road. Southbound 43 is just starting to bunch up a bit. No major delays at the moment, but watch out for that. Northbound 41 is backed up between North Avenue and Burleigh. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, flurries early, mostly sunny, windy, and chilly, a high of 21. Tonight, cloudy, rising temperatures with a low of 18. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 10 to 20 count selective varieties, hefty storage or freezer bags, 2 for $4. 8 to 13.1 ounce selective varieties, Old Dutch Crunch, Ripple, Potato, or Tortilla chips, 2 for $5.50. 24.5 ounce selective varieties, Welch's Sparkling Juice, $3.49. 12 to 36 count selective varieties, Rhodes Dinner or Cinnamon Rolls, $3.99.
And now, time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
2 over the top.
Free from Century Food.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Christmas is a time of generosity.
Kessler's wants to be generous, and we suspect that you want to be generous too. Let's team up.
This year, we're going to make it possible for you to be more generous than ever.
Number 1, Kessler's has a big selection of delightful diamond jewelry priced at $150 on up.
Number 2, great gifts at affordable prices such as sterling silver earrings, pendants, and bracelets to fit every look and every personality.
Number 3, with your purchase of more than $299, you'll get a bonus gift worth at least $90.
You can choose from a lucky 4-leaf clover pendant
or a 22-inch stainless steel curb chain, ion plated in yellow gold.
And please, please don't get all cleaned up and dressed up. This is Kessler's, your home away from home.
If you're wearing muddy boots and your pajama bottoms, that's totally fine.
We've all done it.
Come to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, has college football gotten a little sleazy? Where you can recruit
A little?
No, I'm saying from the standpoint, it used to be. That was good.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Robin, Michigan hits us up on the Carpel's Talking text line. You guys didn't even get a take care, be good from Jason. Just hung up and left.
Yeah.
Chewy wanted to talk about the sanctity.
That's your fault, big guy.
Yeah, will you accept blame for that?
Yeah, I'm trying to be an agitator today.
But you agitated the wrong person. Jason didn't do anything. If you want to agitate me and Josh, you go for it. But you agitated the wrong guy. I know you're going to try to agitate Craig because that's just what you do when he comes on.
Yes. No, I'll go the opposite now. I'll be really nice to Craig and very complimentary. I just wanted to be. I was trying to impress Jason with my sanctity of the vote. You know?
If you were had the opposite effect.
If you were to rank the sanctities of votes, obviously the Pope would be 1, the President probably 2, and the Pro Bowl would be 3. Fair, Josh?
Hard time arguing.
Yes.
I can't believe you're trying to defend this still. and ranking it 3rd in worldwide voting. Pope 1, President 2, Pro Bowl sanctity of votes number 3.
Well, what else is there? I mean, that's about it. Look at how popular football is. Everyone loves football. Everyone.
This is a good question, though, from Colin on the Carpel's Talking text line. Which team do you think has more to lose from this game? Packers losing Micah, to me, basically feels like we're playing with house money for the rest of the season. Bears weren't expected to be in this position, so who has more to lose?
I'd still say Green Bay.
Yeah.
Because the Bears could lose this, make the playoffs, lose in the first round, and they'll be like, hey, unbelievable year, the bar has been set, we go from here. Packers, I think with the Packers, you're going to say again. Because if they lose this game, then the division's
gone. Division's gone.
So
you got
7th seed.
Yeah, probably the 7th seed.
Just another repeat, and here we go again. So I think the Packers I mean, you could poll it. I'd be interested.
I agree with you, Chu. I think it is the Packers because, yes, they were expected to be here. Yes, they've been dealing with injuries, but everybody does. A lot of teams dealing with tough injuries. And additionally, the Packers have owned the Bears. They've absolutely owned the Bears. And if the Bears win the division this year, like that's just, again, another thorn in the side of Packer fans.
Refresh my memory last year with Detroit.
Yep.
Who was beat up to the nth degree.
Mm-hmm.
Did they get a pass?
I mean, I think everyone kind of understood what happened in that game because they were the number 1 seed. Washington goes in there and wins. Jared Goff played terribly. You know, they knew that their margin was, okay, our offense has to go out there, score a bunch of points. Maybe we win a shootout. Maybe we can still force some turnovers. But Goff played terrible, and everybody was beat up on that defense.
So is their season this year more disappointing than last year?
For the Lions? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But the thing is, the Lions still have an opportunity to turn it around. Like, the Lions are on the outside looking in, and whoever loses
the Lions want the Bears to win or no?
No, it doesn't matter.
Or do they want
whoever loses this game, they're rooting for that team to lose more.
Because they have to play the last game of the year
against the Bears. I mean, if the Packers win this game, very good chance that
they're winning the division.
Well, the Packers win the division, and then that last game of the year between the Lions and Bears is for that last wild card spot.
Okay.
There's a very good chance that the Packers win this game. If the Bears win this game, now the Lions, the Lions would still have to go 3-0, and the Packers would have to lose another game. Yeah.
Lose one. Okay.
Because the Packers have a game and a half lead. So if the Packers go 2-1, they're in the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah.
But if they go 1-2 and the Lions win out, then they're completely out.
Okay, I got you. So this is a big game, is what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I've been trying to say. I'm glad you're finally on board. Meanwhile, Ryan from Maguanago says Chewy wants to be an agitator today. I sure hope Ron calls in.
He knew I was joking. Not really, though. I already know what Ron is. I could tell you.
An agitator?
Yeah, but he's the guy you can't hit in high school because he's just Ron. You know what I mean? I had the same friend back home. We called Worm. Agitator to the nth degree.
Mm-hmm. But he was your guy.
Another thief, but he was still my guy. He's a good dude.
We hit pause on the Packers.
Hold on.
Well, okay.
When are we going to reach a breaking point of amount of thieves Chewy calls friend? Why do you have so many thieves around you? I don't have as many thieves as you don't.
I don't know. I have no idea. But is there a difference between a mooch and a thief?
Yes.
Because Moochie is kind of thieving. No?
No, I think you're stretching to try to make yourself feel better.
Strong. Yeah.
No, the mooch is doing it to your face.
What about if you buy a side of beef with a guy and
what do you mean?
He takes all the good cuts and leaves me the crap. What would you call that person?
The blamer.
Was I transparent there or a little bit?
Half a cup.
You've told the story, and what's more glamour than
buying a cow with a guy and leaving all the bad stuff?
Totally ripped off.
And then you bought again, if I remember the story correctly.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's a you problem the second time around, pal.
Yeah, but what's the third one? Because he's already eclipsed that.
How many cows have you bought with this guy?
Well, it goes to other things.
We are going to take a break from the Packers because Giannis did speak for the first time to the media since the reports came out a couple of weeks ago from Shams Charania at ESPN. We hear what Giannis had to say coming up next, but I do want to tell you about our friends at the Jewelry Center because they have you covered. When you're looking for that diamond engagement ring, the Jewelry Center is the place to go. It's where I went. It's where I recommend everyone goes. Now, again, the Jewelry Center is a fantastic place because they're going to have great selection. But what separates them and what makes them the best place to go in Milwaukee, for me, is the team that Dean the Dancing Machine has put together. Whether you're going to Brookfield, Greenfield, or in Burlington, you are going to find a helpful team that brings that dream ring to reality. Whether it's a lab-grown diamond, a naturally mined diamond, the Jewelry Center has you covered. So stop in Greenfield, Brookfield, or in Burlington, or check out the full inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
St. Nick meets St. Kate. I'm just telling you that the holidays are in full swing at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines a little bit brighter. They've got unique gifts at the holiday marketplace. They've got unforgettable Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining. And, of course, they've got the Brunch with Santa, a family favorite event filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel. Just visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all of the festive details.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night Show for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
College hockey fans, get ready because the ice is heating up in Milwaukee for the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 powerhouse programs, 2 action-packed days, 1 champion. It's Wisconsin, Boston College, Lake Superior State, and the defending national champion, Western Michigan. Battling it out December 28th and 29th at Fiserv Forum. Feel every bone-rattling hit and every clutch goal as these elite programs collide for holiday bragging rights. Tickets are moving fast. Grab yours today at Ticketmaster.com or the Fiserv Forum box office. The Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 teams, 1 trophy. Who will own the ice?
The holidays are here, and I don't know about you, but for our family, that means more time spent inside the house entertaining family and friends.
Hi, we're Mike and Michelle, owners of Professional Construction. You know what, Michelle? You're right. This year, forget those boring gifts. No more blenders, no more socks.
How about this year, you give yourself that brand new kitchen or the basement rec room so the kids have a space to call their own.
No matter the project, you can count on us.
Happy holidays from all of us at Professional Construction, Inc.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
How much will Angie let you grow a beard?
I would say for 3 months I have to keep a beard if I lose.
Okay, and Angie would allow you to have a beard for 3 months?
She doesn't run my life. Drop that.
Yeah.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I don't think there's any really good way to do this other than just rip the Band-Aid off. So yesterday, the Bucks played the Raptors here in Milwaukee. Unfortunately, it was a loss for the team. Giannis obviously still out. We also found out the injury for him is probably closer to 4 to 6 weeks. It's the same calf strain, the soleus strain, that he had a couple of years ago, Chew, when he missed the playoff series. So it's the same calf strain. So it's going to be closer to 4 to 6 weeks than the 2 to 4. But Giannis spoke to the media yesterday for the first time since the reports from Shams and the meeting with Giannis saying, oh, they're going to figure out what his future is, and starting that whole bleep storm. So, Giannis, first time speaking to the media. What did he have to say about these reports?
If my agent is talking to the Bucks about it, he's his own person. He can have any conversation he wants about it. That doesn't. At the end of the day, I don't work for my agent. My agent works for me. And it's going to be a conversation that's going to be made between him and the Bucks, and him and his other players, and him and other teams and other GMs, executives around the league. It's something that we can't control. But at the end of the day, I personally have not had the conversation with the Bucks. I'm still locked in on my teammates. Most importantly, locked in on me getting back healthy, and then locked in on my teammate that I can help them from the sideline or encourage them to, be able to play free. Because it takes a toll on them too, right? Like, they're playing game after game after game. Thank God we've had a very good schedule the last couple of weeks, but it takes a toll on them too. Like rumors and that, and in, out, injuries, and lose, win. Like, it's hard, right? So, as a leader, but most importantly as a winner, just got to be there for them first.
Credit to Fox 6's Lily Zhao for that video that we shared on our YouTube stream. But
what was he saying?
Nothing. Like, literally nothing. Like, basically, he's just saying that his agent works for him, but his agent is his own person, and Giannis can't control him.
Oh, yeah.
So if his agent has... Well, that's what I'm saying, Chew. Like, he just kind of just rambled his way through an answer that... I think everybody would just be
sufficient.
Yeah, I think everybody would be more understanding if he was just honest, right? Like because that didn't feel like an honest answer, and that's like the first time we've kind of felt like that with Giannis, as introspective and existentially like that as he can think at times. Chew. I think of a couple of years ago when they lost, and he talked about how the season wasn't a failure, and talked about what he thought failure was and where he came from, and I thought it was a great look into how this guy, one of the elite athletes in his sport, thinks about the game, thinks about competition. This was just. I don't know. He just didn't want to tell the truth, so he just kind of meandered his way through some sort of response that I think most fans are going to find that's just not fulfilling.
How many times that you hear an athlete, a superstar athlete say, okay, I will negotiate up to X, the start of training camp.
Yeah.
The first game, and
because then I want to focus
cutting
on
off
something.
all negotiations.
Yep.
I mean, he could clearly do that. To me, and his body language is, I don't know if he's questioning his decision to come back or projecting into the future. I mean, how many weeks are we into his injury right now?
2.
So at the least amount, it's another 2.
At the very least, another 2. If I had to guess, it's probably another 3. If the playoffs started today, they would be out. They wouldn't even be in the play-in.
That's not good.
Are they still closer to last place than they are to 7th place?
It's possible. They're the next team out right now. Right now they're in 11th. So they would be 4.5 games out of that 7 spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're closer to 7 than they are last.
Well, good for them.
Yeah. So no longer the case, Josh.
I do think the one thing that's important to hear and what we heard is he is trying to cut the line we sort of postulated of, well, my agent's doing the talking, that's not me. And Giannis not requesting trades is different than Giannis's agent requesting trades, because Giannis's agent apparently is acting, even though he works for him, is talking to the Bucks not on behalf of him or not because of what he wanted to say.
Yeah, I don't think the agent's giving advice on how to play games. He's there either to say, what are you guys going to do to make this team better, or, all right, let's move Giannis. Who can we talk to?
But how does this play if he's just honest? Like, if he just goes up there and goes, yeah, we had a conversation. I've been frustrated with the way the season started. Like, isn't that understandable? Wouldn't people get that?
I would think so.
They wouldn't like it, but they would get it.
But at least, but here's the thing, Chew. I don't like what he said yesterday, and I don't get why he said it. Right? So now you're living in the worst of both worlds. Yes, people might be upset by, okay, I guess he maybe does want out, but at least I think I would understand where the honesty was coming from. Now it feels like he was being dishonest, and like I don't understand why.
He's trying to have his cake and eat it too.
Yeah, but he
doesn't want to lose the reputation of IS out.
But he wants to.
But he also wants him to act.
But also, and again, like Chewy said, it's the body language thing.
Yes.
Like he's just kind of sitting there, the shoulder, he's got his hands in the pockets, and...
Which would lead you to believe that, he wants out. Right?
I don't know if he wants out. I honestly don't. Do I think that he obviously his representation had some sort of conversation with the Bucks about, hey, what's going on here? We're not off to the start we wanted. What can we do to improve? I fully believe those conversations happened.
But what can they do, Gabe?
There's still a couple of moves they can make.
To get another really good player?
A solid player. I mean, I don't know about I don't know about a great, I would say probably a fringe all-star. You know, like if a guy in the right circumstance who's having the right year could be an all-star, not a guy who's like a perennial all-star.
So you think Giannis believes that this combination just is not going to work?
I don't know.
With what they have?
I don't know. It hasn't worked so far, and now he's missed a good chunk of time, and that's kind of put them behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation for the Bucks. I'm sure you'll ask Craig about it when he joins us coming up.
Oh, I might.
In a little bit. Hour 2 at Jen, Gabe, and Chewy starts in 2 minutes.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got delays. Westbound 94 coming from about 35th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Eastbound's backed up from 84th Street to Hawley Road. Northbound 43 tightening up just a bit from from Kilbourne up to about Fond du Lac Avenue or so. Westbound 894 is backing up from just west of 27th Street all the way to 68th. The eastbound side is slowing down from 76th Street to Loomis. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, flurries early, mostly sunny, windy, and chilly, a high of 21. Tonight, cloudy, rising temperatures with a low of 18. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Their first 2-man scramble of the season is underway. Play Paynes Valley for a shot at cash prizes. Must play by December 31st. Sign up now at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
Craig Carmison on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Saturn Lounge, your partner for marketing strategy, creative content, and winning campaigns. From websites to video and everything marketing, visit SaturnLounge.com to tell the world your story.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showdown. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
Packers, Bears. It's a big one coming up on Sunday, or excuse me, on Saturday night down in Chicago. And I'm hoping, and I guess I'm curious, Chew, if Jeff Hafley can put together a game plan the way we've seen Matt LaFleur be able to go, right? And we've talked about this before, whether it's back in the Aaron Rodgers days when Devontae Adams was out. It seemed like Matt LaFleur would be at his best. We've seen last year when Jordan Love was out, he just was able to put together a really good game plan and take somebody that former teammates of his in Tennessee said, yeah, I don't know if this guy has it, just doesn't know enough ball. And then Malik Willis looks tremendous with what Matt LaFleur was able to do with him. And I guess I'm just hoping that Jeff Hafley, with his back against the wall with no Micah Parsons, is going to go out there and prove why he's a head coaching candidate, why he should be looked at as one of the best coordinators in all of the NFL with a game plan that he can put together.
Well, his game plan has now changed.
Oh, 100%.
I believe, with Odunze and Burden out, which is nice because now, I mean, DJ Moore's a nice receiver. He's on the backside of his career. Loveland is an up-and-coming tight end, but none of them are really a deep threat. So now he may be more inclined to bring a safety up into
Loveland's
the box.
athletic and can kind of stretch the field.
Yeah, but he's
like Luke Musgrave if he could stay on his feet.
Yeah.
And break tackles, too. He's good at that.
But you're not worrying about playing cover 2 because of Loveland torching you down the field. That's all I'm saying. I mean, now you're probably are able to do some different things because the threat from the receiver position just isn't there. So, I mean, I would expect them to put a good game plan together. Now, they're going to get their yards on the ground, but like you said, now this offense really doesn't scare you. Am I wrong?
Seems like you're the one who's starting to feel good about this.
Doesn't the same thing that scared us last time scare us again this time? And that's their running game?
Yeah. Because their offensive line is good, and both those backs are good.
Who had a big game, though, at receiver? Was it Burden? Because Odunze didn't play.
Did anybody have a big game?
I mean, Burden had the biggest game, but, I mean, he had 6 catches for 67 yards. That led the team. But nobody necessarily had a huge game because they didn't have – I mean, Caleb Williams only threw for 186 yards.
Yeah.
You know, so, Burden had he had 6 targets. So 4 catches for 67 yards. Kmet, 2 for 42. Loveland, 4 for 29. Duvernay had the 1 catch for 24. Swift, 3 for 19. Zacchaeus, 2 for 7.
Now, okay, because Jason was talking about who's the DN that's unquestionable?
Angabare.
Angabare.
I guess
he becomes very important.
I guess I feel like he's going to play.
You think so?
Well, you tell me. If you don't practice with an illness on Friday, would you typically be available for Sunday?
In my day, yeah, I played with 101 temperature. It was a different world.
Well, but I feel like if you're sick on Friday, like he's going to play on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
this week Friday is Thursday, so he was sick and missed practice yesterday. So he has all day today, go through treatment, get the IVs, get whatever he needs, and I feel like that means he's
a little
weekend.
Be
a little weak.
Yeah.
But not terrible. He certainly could handle playing half the plays, I would think.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think that he's going to go out there and play a full complement and be the Micah Parsons replacement and play 88% of the snaps.
Let's say he didn't play. Who's the third D end?
LVN.
No. He would now start, right? It would be Gary Mosby? And LVN.
Yeah, it'd be Aaron Mosby or Brenton Cox Jr. So we're also going to find out so much more information later today, because some of those names that were thrown out there, Colin Oliver, Brenton Cox Jr., those are guys that have to be activated by today in order to play tomorrow.
Yeah. Now, why the Bears didn't have to announce yesterday that Burden and Odunze aren't playing. Why? I don't know. Why would they do that?
Well, I mean, the Packers, that's just when you have to announce the designation. So you're saying even if you know that somebody is out, you would just say everybody's questionable? For example, the Packers declared Josh Wiley out.
Yeah, but that's not going to change a game plan. Odunze and Burden will change a game plan.
Sure, but also, if you know they're not playing Chew, and then the league finds out that you know that they weren't going to play, and you put them as questionable, you can be in big trouble. That's what happened.
Who cares?
That's what happened with the Ravens earlier this year with Lamar Jackson, by the way.
It has a lot to do with DMPs and if you're participating or not or making your way towards it. And if you don't have any ability to get on the practice field in that time and you're still listed as questionable despite not participating, that's where you get into trouble.
Yeah, but you just take the fifth. It's very simple. I mean, you think the Packers are announcing that Christian Watson and Jared
No, but they play the perfect game. They do questionable, even if you're playing or not.
Is that arrogant by Ben Johnson? Because I kind of detect a little arrogance there by doing that, because he didn't have to.
Yeah, but again, you just don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to be investigated by the league for anything.
What's my rule of thumb when it comes to coaches, college and pro? They'll lie.
Who knows?
They'll lie.
Well, yeah, but again, you get caught in this lie, you can get in big time trouble for the league.
Okay, you think the Bears would pay $100,000 fine to win this game? I know the Packers would. But I know the Packers would.
But I think the fine would be a lot more than that, and I think the fine would actually start and get into the draft pick area.
Yeah.
Didn't someone just get fined for doing that? Yes, they did, with a quarterback or something.
So Lamar Jackson, I believe that's still.
Yes,
I don't know if any penalty's been announced for that.
Okay.
Because they were trying to make it seem like he might play when they knew that he wasn't.
If you were worth $3.6 billion, would you pay $100,000 to win this game?
Would you pay to keep your stadium in Chicago or Arlington?
No, I want the taxpayers to. I'll pay for some things, but I want the taxpayers to pay for that.
So Lamar, the Ravens were fined $100,000.
Would Gabe?
But Baltimore avoided losing a draft pick because the league determined the violation result of negligence and not an attempt to gain a competitive advantage.
Okay.
So you do this and you get caught trying to gain a competitive advantage, you start losing draft picks.
Law. No, it's case law. You can't. That's a double standard.
Sure, you can't
find case law.
Gabe, there's ways around it. I'm asking you a simple question. If you were worth $3.6 billion, would you pay $100,000 to guarantee a Packer win? I would.
We're playing a game here that you are assuming you know the motives of somebody and something when that just doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, but Josh, this is a league of gaining the upper hand.
And you don't think that they would take that advantage if they thought they could? Because you're deeming it as arrogance.
Yes. Kind of like, I don't care, we don't need them, we're going to beat you anyways.
I assure you Ben Johnson does not think that about his two best wide receivers.
You don't think so?
No. No. No.
You think it's all him?
What do you mean?
He can plug anyone in and succeed.
No, he wishes that he had those guys available.
Yes.
He's not going, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Zacchaeus is just as good as Burden. He's not doing that. I assure you.
Okay. Then I wouldn't release that information yesterday. I would have rolled the dice. That's what I would have done.
Again, yeah.
Because I think the defensive game plan with them in it is a lot different than without them. You guys are just like...
I mean, but
it's very normal for people to be ruled out on Friday.
Yeah.
Extremely normal. Happens all the time. And yesterday was the Friday for the Packers and Bears.
Yeah.
That happens. Everyone does it.
Because everyone understands that if you start playing around with this, bad things happen.
Yes, and that's why the Packers list your stub toe as questionable.
Yeah, that's why the Packers have 16 players listed on their injury report. Like Jordan Love still being listed with a left shoulder despite being a full participant.
We used to push the envelope back in the day. I can tell you that.
Oh, and teams do a lot.
Yeah.
It's just they have to do it where it makes sense. They have to find the sweet spot.
Yeah, guys that Especially for Odunze, who hasn't played in how many weeks now?
Yes, and especially with him going out there to play. They thought he was, and then he was named as unable to participate, like literally 5 minutes before the game kicked off. Like, I think they determined we can't keep playing this game.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Because, again, you don't want to lose draft picks. That's where the NFL tries to hit these teams where it hurts. Because they know the $100K doesn't mean anything to these teams, Chew. But you start losing draft picks, like Brown.
That stings.
Yeah, well.
That's
again,
a payroll
most
thing.
most of, I should say,
No
most
more free
of these
Gatorade
teams.
for the athletes if he has to pay that fine.
Like Moneyball. What do you mean I got to pay $1 for a Coke?
Soda money.
We can reach you. Coming up next, but I do want to tell you about Events by Design. You can boost culture with captivating corporate events like appreciation parties, brand activations, and more. If you happen to go to the Deer District holiday market in late November, they were a big part of that. It just kind of gives you an idea of what Events by Design can do. They can come in, they can boost your event, they can put on the event. All those little touches in between, they can do it all. So what are you waiting for? For 25 years, Events by Design has helped companies execute successful events. So retain top talent. Invest in that culture today. Just search online. Events by Design. They design, you party.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got delays along southbound 41 heading right past Mayfair Road, the northbound side from Mayfair Road all the way up to Burleigh. We've also got westbound 94 backing up from just west of 27th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. The eastbound side's backed up 76th Street to Hawley Road. And on eastbound 894, we've got backup starting at about 60th Street, stretching all the way past Loomis. Traffic is brought to you by Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, flurries early, then mostly sunny, windy, and chilly, a high of 21. Tonight, cloudy, rising temperatures with a low of 18. Weather is brought to you by Safe Plow. When winter hits Wisconsin, Safe Plow keeps driveways and businesses clear with no-tolerance snow removal. They handle the blizzard so you can handle your business. Visit safeplow.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Big ideas deserve a big story and the right audience. At Saturn Lounge, we bring your marketing to life with branding, websites, digital marketing, and video storytelling that stands out from the crowd. Whether it's a TV spot, a campaign, or content built to connect, Saturn Lounge is where strategy meets creativity. From the first spark of an idea to the final cut, we're here to make your message shine across every platform. Ready to make your marketing a success? Step into the spotlight with Saturn Lounge, your launchpad for bigger, better marketing. To tell the world your story, visit SaturnLounge.com today.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
And then you have Raj, who I didn't think he just didn't have the body type of a right tackle.
I have a question. I have a question. Who the hell are you talking about?
What's his name? Yash.
Raj? Like, I was thinking, okay,
who's Raj? You tell us, buddy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
If you guys are still thinking sweater candles, that same old gift, hey, why don't you try to upgrade it? How about a $2,000 Jewelry Center gift certificate? You can enter now for your chance to win that $2,000 in Jewelry Center gift certificate cash at goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contest. No purchase necessary. Contest ends December 23rd. Rules are online. Go right now. goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contest to try to win $2,000 in Jewelry Center gift certificates.
Think you know the show better than the average ESPN Milwaukee fan? Now's your chance to prove it. It's time to play The Week in Rechew.
All right, big guy, how do you feel? Good?
I feel fine. I feel you guys aren't agreeing with me today, which I don't like, but hey.
What aren't we agreeing about?
I don't know.
It's the ruling people out thing.
It's the what?
The Bears ruling out Dunze and Burden.
Oh, yeah.
Stuck in your craw.
Yeah, because that's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it would take no brain to have that take.
I might qualify. I may qualify. We're gonna find out after the segment.
We're gonna find out right now. What a segue! Question number 1, Joshy.
No, they're not gonna. They're competitors. They're not gonna sell their stuff. They're not. I remember this.
How did we get here?
I have a feeling it has something to do with me.
What companies did you call competitors who would not sell the other's stuff?
The UPS and the Postal Service. Which it turns out UPS does sell stamps. So.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's shocking. Yeah.
I believe one of the more famous aspects of UPS and the USPS is that they hand off packages to be delivered to the USPS.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So they're friends?
Yeah.
How can you be friends if you're a competitor? I don't know. That's weird.
Well, because they're not competitors. One's a shipping service and one's a mail.
Well, that's like tomato potato.
It's like calling the company that does delivering for you, like one of your companies, a competitor, and it's like, well, no, they have to bring our stuff. We have to work together. We're partners.
All right, I'm 1-0. That's all I know.
That's
all I care about.
Question number 2.
No.
What do you mean pseudo?
He can't fix a car or a water heater or things like that. I mean, you got to be able to do that stuff.
What word did you not know the definition of despite using the word and using it incorrectly?
Sanctity.
Sanctity. It seems like you nailed the use of sanctity earlier today.
Sanctity?
Nailed the use of that. Curmudgeon was the word you used to we wanted to use to describe Josh, but you said Josh isn't a curmudgeon because of all the things that you just listed. Despite despite Josh also being able to do the majority of those things.
So I was saying Joshy can't fix a car?
Yeah, I believe you're calling angry a curmudgeon.
Yep.
Yes.
And then
definitely a curmudgeon.
And then I said I'm on my way to curmudgeon, and you said no, you can't fix a car or a water heater, so therefore you aren't a curmudgeon, which is not at all what curmudgeon is.
Well, in my world, that's what it is.
This is how we lose. If you change the definition to be exactly what you'd want it to, yeah, of course.
What's a curmudgeon?
It's just like an angry person who's mad at stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, typically a cranky old man.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, all right.
Is typically
nowhere
curmudgeon.
in it does it say they have to be able to use a wrench will.
All right, you're 1-1. Pivotal question number 3. There have been other times. I was about to say. There have been other times.
Was that today?
I ain't gonna lie. No, this is from earlier this week. What story or explanation did you completely make up this week?
I make up a lot of stories.
It was yesterday.
Frank? Sean Jones, Salad?
Where Salad's nickname came from.
Oh, I did, but it makes sense now.
So now retroactively you didn't make it up because it fit?
Yeah. Fair. I mean, it took me 30.
That's not fair.
Took me 30 years,
That's
but
not
I got
fair.
Joshy says it all the time. We got there. Took a little time, but we got there.
Salad being Sean Jones. You guys, you have referred to Sean Jones, former defensive end, who played with you guys in the 90s, as Salad. You've never been able to come up with a explanation as to why you called him Salad until this week when you completely made something up.
Did Jason's article come out? And why was he talking to Sean Jones? Did we talk about that or no?
So
I don't know if it was related to Reggie and the magic healing and how things went after Reggie got.
So he talked to Antonio. He talked to Sean Jones.
I went. I don't know if I
the
told
article
you this
is not. The article has not come out, by the way.
So I don't know if I told you this story. That year, me, Reggie, and Brett went to the Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles, remember Charles Haley?
Yeah.
Relentless to Reggie about the whole God and hamstring thing. And I thought Reggie was going to blow his stack. But in his defense, he kept it cool. Now you want to talk about an agitator. Whew.
Charles Haley?
Oh. Nonstop talk on the field, nonstop talk in the locker room. Yeah. That almost got ugly.
Question number 4.
Like this morning, we were negotiating the power in the household.
What did you determine the power breakdown was in your household?
I think I said 80-20.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah.
I mean, I feel that's day to day. I feel the power breakdown in your household.
Oh, it is.
A day-to-day proposition.
If you feel like you're having a good day and you make some big decisions, you'd say 50-50 and not think twice.
No, like last night, it was my decision on where we wanted to go eat, and we wound up going Italian.
You made a wise choice, my friend.
No, I didn't make the choice, but it started out with, hey, where do you want to go eat? Let's go here. No, let's go here. No.
That's how it works, Chew.
No.
I feel like that's how it always works.
All right. What about Luigi's? Yeah, we haven't been there in a while. We were there 4 days ago.
Yeah, when it's my choice, really it's just I'm supposed to throw a bunch of restaurants up against the wall until one seems to hit.
Rattle off things until the right one is found.
Yeah. She doesn't know where she wants to go until she hears it.
But she does know where she doesn't want
Correct.
to go. But you'll never know that beforehand.
Guess where we're going? Guess where we're going after steam cover? Italian.
I was going to guess which Italian place, but...
Yeah.
Calderon Club?
Well, we tried to go to the place I love. It's not far from the Fiserv.
Place that you love that's not far from
Calderon?
It's Calderon Club.
Yeah.
That place is the bomb.
Gino?
But they're not open on Sundays, which is very disappointing.
Tough for you.
Yep, I love that place.
All right, well, you've already won, but let's see if you can run up the score on Joshy with question number 5.
I'm good at it. I'm just, I'm going to go a little Rashawn Gary. I'm really good at it.
What are you the Rashawn Gary of that you think you're delusionally good at?
I have no idea. He said great, though. I said good?
Yeah. I guess we can listen. What did he say here, Josh?
I'm good at it. I'm just, I'm going to go a little Rashawn Gary. I'm really good at it.
Yeah. So you didn't go full Rashawn Gary. As you said, you went a little Rashawn Gary, calling yourself really good at this.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Giving nicknames.
Oh, I am real good at that. I am. I'm really good at it. Did I lose?
No, you won.
Oh, I won.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Huh?
I said before the question, you've already won. Let's see if we can run the score up on Josh.
What was okay, I thought there was another nickname you guys didn't like that I thought was great. Oh, Joshy.
You claimed you named me
thing.
Joshy.
I did.
And you think it's the greatest nickname of all time?
I told Bruss I might not have came up with it, but I'm the one that mass-produced it. Kind of like with me and GPS.
Chewy invented
I didn't invent it. I didn't invent it, but I had the idea to produce it. It's just the guy stole my idea, which I didn't get a patent quick enough, and we have that now. So,
Craig Karmazin.
What could that even mean?
You've never heard him tell how he invented GPS?
Yeah, I know, but just His rationalization, it's boiled so far down it means nothing.
No, it's not, because I came up with the idea and the guy stole it from me. So it's still my idea, even though my name's on it. It's like Tesla.
When you say stole
Not Tesla the car, Nikolai Tesla, Josh, who really invented electricity, and it wasn't Thomas Edison.
When you say stole it, did he talk to you and take the same idea, or is it somebody totally unrelated that had a similar invention?
Me and my buddy Jimmy Taylor, nicknamed Pains. That's his nickname, Pains. You know why it's Pains?
Because he's got pains in your butt?
No, who leaves voicemails these days? And he will leave one extra long just to annoy me, so I nicknamed him Painful. Me and him went to the guy's house, and the guy just ran with our idea, you know. So
that's the least truthful thing I think I've ever heard you say.
Correct.
Hey, call him up. 1-800-OSCARS.
Craig Carmerson's next.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94, starting from just west of 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. On the eastbound side, we got backups coming in from 76th Street to Hawley Road. 43 north and southbound been behaving really well so far this morning, although northbound 41 is a little bit on the tight side from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. And then the bypass has eased up nicely as well, so we're looking good there. Traffic is brought to you by Discount Liquor. Grab your beer, liquor, and wine fast at Discount Liquor, where the checkout moves way faster than holiday traffic. 51st in Oklahoma and Barstow in Maine in Waukesha. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today. Flurries early, mostly sunny, windy, and chilly. A high of 21. Tonight, cloudy, rising temperatures, but a low of 18. Weather is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, offering the perfect holiday gift. A memorable experience with the Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com, and happy holidays, Milwaukee. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
We've enjoyed having Professional Construction Inc. help us with our home projects. As you might know, my husband and I are not the most handy people. We can handle the little stuff around the house, but we may need to call our friends over at PCI to help us out with this balcony. As the snow and ice were melting yesterday, got a little trickle of water coming into the kitchen. And you know that means something's not right. Well, the friends at PCI, they can figure it out. They can diagnose it. They can fix it for us, and they can do the same for you. And maybe you're not ready for a full-blown construction project like we were when we had them do our basement. But if you're ready to refresh an outdated room, the PCI team can create stunning photorealistic renderings, a mood board, a curated shopping list to give you an idea of what your space could look like, so you don't have to go all the way through it right away. If you're on the fence, if you're hesitant, this might help you make a decision. You can learn more about that at professionalconstructioninc.com. It's professionalconstructioninc.com.
College hockey fans, get ready because the ice is heating up in Milwaukee for the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 powerhouse programs, 2 action-packed days, 1 champion. It's Wisconsin, Boston College, Lake Superior State, and the defending national champion, Western Michigan. Battling it out December 28th and 29th at Fiserv Forum. Feel every bone-rattling hit and every clutch goal as these elite programs collide for holiday bragging rights. Tickets are moving fast. Grab yours today at Ticketmaster.com or the Fiserv Forum box office. The Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 teams, 1 trophy. Who will own the ice?
The holidays are always a wonderful time to get engaged.
And this is the perfect year to do it. Really? Why is that? We have a special collection of Double Dog dazzling engagement rings for just $3,998.
Tell her what makes them Double Dog dazzling, Monica.
These bridal sets are covered in diamonds and have a 3-carat created diamond center stone. Wow.
Or you can choose a 3/4 carat natural diamond for just $1,798. And Kessler's will contribute a free 14-carat gold mounting and mount your diamond in it for you.
Wow. Or you can get 5 matching diamonds side by side that spread all across the top of your finger.
2 carats total weight.
5 big created diamonds in a ring that will rock the house. Tell her how much, Rick?
$1,998.
Wow!
You guessed it, Sarah. We call it the Wow Collection.
18-month financing at 0% is available.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
It's Friday, and that means it's time to check in with GKB President Craig Karmazin.
Has any market been as consistent where they only have one team than Wisconsin? We know Chicago hasn't been.
No.
Fridays with Mo.
Yeah, but until you win a championship, you can't really say that. And they've had one champion.
Chewy, we're going to just create an AI. The AI Chewy can just bring up championship. We don't even need Chewy.
They've had one championship.
What, it's going to be put like a hologram over there?
Yeah.
Craig Karmazin on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Saturn Lounge, your partner for marketing strategy, creative content, and winning campaigns. From websites to video and everything marketing, visit SaturnLounge.com to tell the world your story.
Sure, we're going to be joined by Craig Karmazin here shortly, as we are each and every Friday on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Are you going to agitate him today? Are you going to try to poke the bear?
I'm going to try. Are we sure he's not on a plane? Is he coming in studio or is he over the phone?
We were under the assumption that he was going to be here. I saw him last night. So I don't think, unless he hopped on a plane this morning, I saw him walking around here around 7 o'clock last night.
Is he the least punctual of anyone in the entire office? I would have to say yes. You can say it. He put it on me. Don't be afraid of him. He's a teddy bear. I mean, after doing a show with him for, 12 years?
Yeah, but behind closed doors here, Chew, let's open up the curtain a little bit. I mean, Jen's got a little Craig in her, where she will also show up just as the show open is playing. And Craig Karmazin joining us on the phone this morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, guys.
Do you have punctuality problems? It's okay. You got to look within and self-evaluate. Some people can do it, like myself, and some people can't, like Rashawn Gary. I'm just, can you look at yourself and self-evaluate fairly?
Very fairly. And so I do have a little punctuality problem, not where it was years ago. I've improved greatly, but still have one.
Can you, or do you want to grab this one, Gabe? Or do you want me to
go for it?
The pot?
Go for it.
Can you translate what Giannis was saying the other day at the podium? His body language, in my estimation, was not great. What was he saying?
I mean, he said what he said. I mean, I think he said that the team's going through tough times, and this is when you see the character of the team, and the team's got to pull together, and he believes in the team.
Okay. Gabe?
Okay. That'll do it. How are you looking forward to Packers-Bears tomorrow night, and will you be in attendance?
I will not be in attendance. I will be in Orlando, going down to Disney. But I am so excited for the game. I mean, it's especially watching last night's game, and I was at the Bucs game. But seeing two teams playing for the division and playing for so much, and how that game last night lived up to the hype, and just thinking about how good the game was 2 weeks ago between the Bears and the Packers, it just sets up so well. And obviously the Packers, it was as deflating a week as it could have been, in terms of both losing a game and losing Micah and other injuries. But I still don't think it changes the fact that these teams are really evenly matched.
Well, we were talking to Jason, Craig, about the line. And Jason doesn't know a lot about betting. I don't know a lot. But I know it usually swings one way or the other where the money's going. So I was just surprised because it started out Packers -1.5. And then yesterday the Bears announced that Odunze and Burton are going to be out, and the line now moves to the Bears -1.5. So what would these people betting, what changed? What would they see that all of a sudden they see value in the Bears, especially with two of their best players out?
So 1.5 generally means it's an even game. You're not going to have a half a point spread on an NFL game. So when there's a 1.5 point spread, you're really looking at then what is the actual line connected to the 1.5. So right now, if you look at it, and I'm pulling it up right now as we speak, where it says like the minus whatever, that's what the key thing is, because just as the line moves from one team -1.5 to the other team -1.5, it may not even be very much movement. If it was if it was Packers -1.5 and they were -105, or they were -105 at -1.5, and now at plus, let's see. So right now, so it actually is interesting. So it truly opened at Packers -3. So now the Packers are plus 1.5 at -108.
Yeah.
And the Bears are -1.5 at -112. So you actually have to bet more on the Bears than you do the Packers. So the Packers, the way the odds are set up, they're slightly, the Packers are slightly favored at being a 1.5 point underdog. And when it opened, though, the Packers were a solid 3-point favorite. So that has moved, but I think that's the injuries from when the game's line was first released. But regardless, a 1.5 point spread means we're completely equal. And this is just unbelievable to have these two teams this late in the year playing 2 out of 3 weeks, playing, for so much. And by the way, the Bears then have the 49ers, who, when we keep looking at these teams going from 6-1 and 6-2 and 2-7, the Niners are right there in the mix. So these games are all massive. Like the 49ers game for the Bears right after the Packers is probably bigger almost than the Packers-Broncos game would have been because of the NFC implications. So the NFL schedule could not have laid out better for everybody.
Craig, we've seen Matt LaFleur with his back against the wall come up with some of his best game plans, whether that's been when Devontae Adams was out in years past or even last year when Jordan Love was out. He's been able to put together really good game plans. Do you have confidence that Jeff Hafley, without his best player, is going to be able to put together a really good game plan for the Packers on Saturday?
Well, that's the guy. You guys, has there been a negative word said about him all year? Right?
No.
I think he has been, whether it's all the jobs he's, being discussed for. So I think, this is what he planned, right? Micah Parsons wasn't as they went through preseason, as they went through everything, as they went through an off season, Micah Parsons wasn't part of the plan for this defense. Then I'm sure they expected to be a top 5 defense. So I have no doubt there's going to be a good plan, especially, I don't think the Bears were holding anything back 2 weeks ago. So that the Bears are really creative. You know what Ben Johnson is, but you've also seen so much of it. So I think I think the Packers are a big part of their success, are the people they have at the top of both sides of the ball.
So how do you see this game playing out?
Bears 215, Packers 3.
Oof.
No. I think it's going to be a lot like last game was, where whichever team gets out in front by a little doesn't matter, because it's going to come down to, the last possession. And I really do think that the thing I don't understand, and Chewy, you can speak to this, how do the Bears get so many interceptions? Could they be that? The Jets, I think, have none on the year.
That's correct.
How can one team? Is it luck? Is it a rhythm? Is it? Are they that much better? How do they consistently turn people over the way they do?
Because Gabe summed it up earlier in the show. When they get thrown the ball, they catch it, and that's the difference. Like the last couple last weeks against Denver, there was opportunities for Green Bay to pick the ball off, and they didn't pick it off.
So it's basically every team gives you 2 or 3 picks a game, and most teams leave them on the field. And each year there's 1 or 2 teams that somehow seem to pick them all off.
Not every team, but I mean that was the knock on Brett. D coordinators would constantly tell their team, like, hey, he's going to give us 3 opportunities in a game. We have to capitalize on that. And a lot of times it turned out they capitalized, hence the interception record.
So, as I sit here today, I think that's why the Bears end up winning, because I think they're at home. They have shown consistently they're going to win the turnover battle. And I think in a matchup this close with the Packers missing the guy who's most likely to lead to a turnover, not to actually get the interception or pick it off, but whether it's a sack fumble or forcing someone into a pick, I think the Packers are less likely to cause the turnovers, and I'll pick the team that wins the turnover battle, which I think is the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at the run that they've been on. It has been the last time they did not force a turnover was October 26th.
And by the way, I don't think that, I don't think, even with Micah Parsons out, and I know he's not known for his defensive against the run, but I think he's been good against the run. I don't think we're going to see anything compared to what they did to the Eagles again, right? Like, I think the Packers have shown they're not going to get physically manhandled up front, and they're not going to get it stuffed down their throat. So if the Bears are going to beat the Packers, I mean, Caleb Williams is going to have to make a lot of plays, but I thought he made a lot of them last time they played.
Yeah. Well, the Bears, don't you think Bears now will have to bring a safety into the box, especially with the loss of Parsons?
You mean the Packers will have to bring a safety in the box?
Yeah. I mean, the Packers will have to bring a safety into the box, which changes things.
So you think even against the run, they have to change? He's that big even against the run?
I think without Odunze and Burden, they're going to have to go, all right, this game's all about rushing the ball and play action pass. Because DJ Moore's nice, but he's not what he used to be. I just see that. I think that's how they're going to attack him.
Yeah. I mean, DJ Moore, had a big week last week and had another 2-touchdown game, but he's been mostly invisible, this year. So there's going to be a lot expected of him if they're going to win. But, they got 2 tight ends, Chewy. It's tough when the team's got 2 good tight ends. And that's, again, I think the Packers, deserve a lot of credit that they may not be getting. Tucker Kraft, I know it's next man up, but I mean that is a big part of their offense.
Yeah, but I mean, having a healthy Christian Watson, and it looks like I know he's questionable, but it kind of seems like everybody believes he's going to go. He's been the solution for the Packers to me offensively. Obviously, he had a big game against the Chicago Bears.
But we saw Rome Odunze last week. I felt like similar to almost Christian Watson this week, and he gave it a go on the first possession. He was out, right? So Christian Watson, it's great if he's active, but can he play all 4 quarters of the game? Because I'm with you. If he plays all 4 quarters, I think the Packers have a real good chance to win. I just don't know if I trust that he will, coming into the game banged up.
Yeah.
Craig, we always appreciate the time on Fridays. Safe flight down to Orlando.
5-game road trip, huge for the Bucs. Make sure you're supporting them. Go Bucs.
There you go, Craig Karmazin, Good Karma Brands founder, CEO, joining us here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Hey guys, if you feel like you're running on empty, that's where Mentality Health comes in. They are here to help. Maybe you're dealing with low testosterone. You don't even know it. Here are some of the symptoms. Low energy, motivation, fatigue. You're just tired all the time. Weight gain or muscle loss, especially belly fat. And you feel anxious, moody, or irritable. All signs of low testosterone. So Mentality can help. A local healthcare facility specializing helping men feel and perform at their very best. And they do that by focusing on free testosterone levels, which a lot of doctors can overlook. And then they ensure that your treatment is tailored to your body. So they make sure that everything with your free testosterone levels are where they need to be. And you keep going back to get your treatment in that sweet spot so your testosterone levels are exactly where they need to be. So don't let low testosterone hold you back. Be at your best for you and your family. Visit mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio and find out how to book an appointment today.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
The holiday season is here, and the countdown to 2026 has begun at Lake Lawn Resort. With all the holiday stress happening these days, imagine waking up next to a cozy fire in your own private suite along the shoreline of Delavan Lake. Enjoy much-deserved pampering at the award-winning Caladora Spa and special holiday dining options throughout the resort all month long, including at the signature 1878 on the lake. Book your holiday escape today, and don't forget to purchase those last-minute gift cards and receive free bonus money at Lake Lawn Resort, where the spirit of the season comes to life and everything is truly better at the lake.
All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Experience the excellence of Catholic Memorial High School for yourself. Come see how students gain a competitive edge at CMH. Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule a VIP tour or student shadow day. Meet the inspiring teachers, welcoming students, and feel the energy of the CMH culture, where all students achieve more than they ever imagined possible. Visit CatholicMemorial.net to schedule your visit. That's CatholicMemorial.net. Catholic Memorial High School in Waukesha, where you rise.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Unbelievable that they ran all over this vaunted defense, this elite defense.
What Kool-Aid?
Why? It was poop Kool-Aid, and we gobbled it down.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Have you submitted your pick yet, Chew? Packers Bears tomorrow night. Have you submitted your pick for the graphic that we post on social media?
Yeah, I have. But I did it before the two receivers were declared out.
Oh, so now you might be subscribing to my theory. You got to wait, get all the information before you put it out there.
I would back down the score a little bit, but I just think emotionally and defensively in home field will be the determining factor. So I'm sticking. I think the Bears still beat them.
Who do you think has a better roster?
With the Packers as banged up as they are?
Yeah, because the Bears are banged up too.
I think the Packers have a better roster. Right now, I would call the defenses maybe a slight edge to Green Bay.
Okay.
And then offensively, I think the Packers are better. It's for me, Gabe, this game's all about the emotional.
And I think they're going to be ready emotionally. I just really do.
So?
Just the way that Hafley's been talking, the way that LaFleur has done some of his best coaching when they've had to deal with some of these big injuries in the past.
Yeah.
I think the emotional letdown happened in the fourth quarter of the game in Denver, where Jason brought it up. The defense got some stops down that stretch, and they got the ball back a couple different times where they had the opportunity with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to send that game into overtime, and the offense just couldn't figure it out after Watson went down. I think they're going to have a better plan if Christian is unable to play And I think we're going to see a really good game out of Matt LaFleur, and we're going to see a really good game out of Jeff Hafley. Now, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be close, but I think the Packers are going to win in somewhat of a shootout.
From the defensive standpoint, what would you be okay with them letting up points-wise?
Same. If they give up, to me, if they give up in the same area that they were in the first game, if they give up 21-24, the Packers win. They give up 27, they get to that 27-28, it's going to be hairy, and you can't have the turnover that Jordan Love had before. You can't have – so the difference now with me, Chew, is if Caleb gives you an opportunity, and they picked off the one at the end of the game, but if he gives you an opportunity, you can't be dropping interceptions. Like, those big plays have to be made. Like, they just can't – you can't let those fall by the wayside and have those missed opportunities.
I agree. I'll just be very interested because moving forward, we're going to see, and the Bears, like you said, aren't a great offense, and they're beat up too. So I just want a benchmark for what it's going to look like moving forward.
Yeah, and we're going to get that tomorrow night. Again, Green Bay game day. Yeah. It'll start at 4:00. Alex Strofe will have Green Bay game night tomorrow. You can continue to get ready for this game tomorrow with Wilde and Tausch. They're coming your way next here on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94 backing up from 25th Street all the way to Hawley Road, eastbound from 76th Street past Hawley Road. And that's pretty much it as far as delays are concerned.